The United States is sending thousands more troops to Afghanistan. That was one of President Trump's plans that was unveiled last night in his first primetime address since he took office.
Let's go to Blake Burman, who has details from the White House.
The commander-in-chief announcing a new strategy in Afghanistan. The president did not say how many more troops will be headed to Afghanistan, but a senior U.S. official told Fox 4,000 more have been authorized to head into that country. Currently, 8,400 troops are on the ground in Afghanistan. Part of the new strategy, President Trump said, is to try to get Pakistan to rid itself of safe havens.
We have been paying Pakistan billions and billions of dollars. At the same time, they are housing the very terrorists that we are fighting. But that will have to change, and that will change immediately.
In his pre-political days, the president had vouched for a 180. He called for the U.S. to withdraw from Afghanistan. He explained his new thinking is a function of his new job.
My original instinct was to pull out, and historically, I like following my instincts. But all my life, I've heard that decisions are much different when you sit behind the desk in the Oval Office.
The president also began his speech with a nod to his controversial comments on Charlottesville. President Trump saying, quote, "We cannot remain a force for peace in the world if we're not at peace with each other." Back to you in New York.
Well, and the president is getting support from an unlikely ally, Senator John McCain, the chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee, saying in a statement, quote, "I commend President Trump for taking a big step in the right direction with the new strategy for Afghanistan." Senator Lindsey Graham also welcoming the president's decision.
I'm proud, I'm relieved. I'm proud of the fact that President Trump made a national security decision, not a political decision. I'm proud of the fact that he listened to the generals, and most proud of the fact that he shows the will to stand up to radical Islam.
Yeah, and he defined the strategy going forward. But not everybody's on board here. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi says this: when President Trump says there will be no ceiling on the number of troops and no timeline for withdrawal, he is declaring an open-ended commitment of American lives with no accountability to the American people. And the Taliban vowing to continue jihad, saying instead of continuing war in Afghanistan, Americans should have thought about withdrawing their soldiers from Afghanistan.
Some frightening words, of course, from the Taliban there.